Hey guys, this is kind of impromptu, so I apologize for the poor video quality, but it's important to talk about this. Markwayne Mullin said today that they're going to start arresting state election officials who don't cooperate with the administration. And I just want you to know that that is not going to work out for them. Everything they're doing is criminal, and it's so un-American, and it's appalling. But they behave like authoritarians in the hope that you and I are just going to roll over. That's what they do. That's their whole thing, is just acting so scary and authoritarian that we just get completely freaked out. The fact is, they're going to lose. And you know how I know? Because they're already losing this fight. I think it's 13 times they have tried to sue different states in this country for the state voter rolls. Many, many states, not just blue states, some red states too, have said, no, you're not getting our voter rolls because it's unconstitutional. The federal government is not supposed to be involved in running federal elections. And gee, I wonder why, right? It's a great feature of our Constitution. They're not supposed to be involved in this because they have a conflict of interest, and they don't like that. They want to control everything. From the minute Donald Trump took office the first time, he's always thought that being the president means you're the king of the world. He thinks he's in charge of everything. He is ridiculous, and he's getting worse, and he's getting more fearful and more panicked, and it's causing him and the people around him, like Markwayne Mullin, for example, Todd Blanche, for example. I would put Mike Johnson in this group. These guys sound like trapped animals right now. They are absolutely losing it. They're freaking out. I mean, Mike Johnson is literally trying to revive the Red Scare. He's calling everybody a communist. Literally nobody running for office in America is a communist. Not a single one. That's all they got. That's their game. Like, they have nothing other than pounding their chest. And sorry, Pete Hegseth, but there's no amount of testosterone shots that are going to make you scary enough to win this fight when the law is against you and the overwhelming majority of Americans can't stand you. We have the power. I mean, they can escalate the threats. They can make it scarier. They can say things that make us panic if we're not keeping our head about us. What are they going to charge these people with? Doing their jobs? They're not committing a crime. They're literally following the law. So it's desperation time for these folks. And just try to remember that. And I'm not trying to be condescending. For the record, I am very freaked out too. I'm saying this to myself as much as I'm saying it to you. The reason I feel like it's so important to have these reminders is that the behavior is going to keep escalating until the bubble bursts. They're never going to walk anything back until the entire MAGA movement collapses. So expect that. Expect it to continue to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. But just know that the worse they get, the more threats they issue, the more we can be confident that we are winning this fight. They've got nothing. Donald Trump's whole election interference announcement was rambling and redundant and false. And then he released a bunch of documents that proved that it was false. It's like, did you not read these before you released them? So they have no cards in their hand at this point. And the only thing they can do is try desperately to freak us out enough that we will all get so scared that we won't vote and we won't call our Congress critters and we won't protest and da-da-da-da-da. The more they push us, the harder we push back. You know, I have cats, and cats like to play bite. When you're training them not to do that, they say, instead of retracting your hand, which is what your instinct is, you got to push your hand into their mouth. And the reason you do that is because when you push in instead of retracting, you show them that you are not prey. Hear what I'm saying? We got to do that. We got to push in and not retract. We are not prey. And we are not going to let this country fall apart. We are not going to do that. So I have a lot of people getting angry at me in the comments because they feel frustrated hearing me continue to tell people not to freak out. But listen, it's important. I'm not saying this to soothe you. I'm saying this strategically. It's important that you not panic. It's important that we all have courage and push really hard against this government, because the alternative is the only way that they can win. The only way they can win is with our consent. So just brace yourself, put the seatbelt on, take breaks, whatever you have to do. I'll do it too, because I'm freaking out too. I'm not immune to that. Anyway, thanks for listening, and just have a great weekend. Take care of yourself, and I'll catch you later, Patriots.